So here's the Makita XCU03 36 volt chainsaw. It uses two 18 volt Makita batteries. We got two 5 amp batteries in there now, charged up fully. Should be able to see that right here. The indicator showing fully charged. I've used this just a little bit. It's a brand new saw. Used it once. We're going to see how it does today. Cutting up a little bit more wood down here, and just kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like, how it operates, in case you're interested in looking at one for yourself. We came down here earlier with the Makita reciprocating saw to try to clear it out some, so we could get in here a little bit better. With the chainsaw, do a little filming as well. So the way this works, first you got a breaker bar with it out. It's not going to start. The first thing we're going to do, bring that in. You can tell it's pretty stiff. It breaks out real easy, but coming in, it's pretty stout, so it's spring loaded, so just a little break, pops right out. Okay, so we're going to bring that in. And again, the battery, you can see right there, full batteries. So this is in. Next thing is the stop has to be depressed. We're going to depress that first. Don't need the finger on the trigger. All we got to do is press this button here. Got the green for power. Now trigger will activate the saw, which will give us what we need for cutting. So we're going to start with this section of the tree, which is the thick part of what fell right there. We're going to have to follow that section as well. But let's go ahead and do some cutting and see how she does. So let's make a few cuts, extra than I normally would, just to see it cutting a little bit more action here. I'm going to look at it real quick. What I'm going to do is break it out. You notice as soon as you release this, power goes off. So you have to depress this, or the brake inward, before you can even power it back on. So you can't even press the trigger right now. Even if you had that stop in, doing the trigger does nothing. So it's safe right now. What I've noticed though, chain is not where it needs to be. It is not tight enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and operate this. We're going to loosen up the chain. Tension right here for the adjuster. I'm going to make sure it's where we need it to be. I'm going to tighten it back up here, all toolless. And now I think that's going to be good. Put that back in, power it up. Okay, let's give that a shot, see how she runs. Wood definitely feels wet, so it's a good, not super thick, but I think it's extra stress on the blade due to the wetness of that wood, but gives you a good idea of what it'll do there. So we're going to go ahead and cut it into sections that will be more usable now, and this will be stuff I'll probably use for a campfire for the most part. one more cut. Right about here. So this is the bottom of another tree that got hit from the bigger tree that fell. So we're going to bring it down first. You go ahead and make sure we're cleared up here around it. There we go. So you can see that's a pretty big cut. Cut it sideways there. Give it a little bit of a fall angle. That one cut through pretty good. Wood's not as wet as the other wood, so it cut better. Go ahead and cut this one up a little bit. Do a battery check too. So we're down 1 bar on each of the batteries. No worries there. Let's go ahead and get some more cuts. Okay. Go ahead and take this edge off here too. It's cutting like a dream through that. Let's go ahead and cut this one more time in the middle. Here we go. Alright. So you can see the Makita does a pretty good job. Got some stuff built up here. We're going to go ahead and break it out. Safe. Can't turn it on now. So we got stuff in here. Easiest way to clean that out. Go ahead and undo this. And Makita's good about telling you about this in the directions. Every once in a while, you want to pull this off. Just kind of clean it out in there, you know. Be good to carry some compressed air probably. And then of course this right here, let's set this on some wood. This can also get debris built up in it. So after you do some cutting, keep your little brush handy so you don't have to use your fingers. Just come in here and clean this out. Make sure it's not getting too packed up with debris from your cuts that you're making, and pop it back on. So I brought us back a ways. I want to bring down the bottom section of the bigger tree that came down that we've been cutting up. Bring it down with the chainsaw. So we're going to do that now. But I just wanted to get the camera back a little ways so we don't run into any issues there with the camera getting taken out. And this should be a good test for the Makita chainsaw. Still got 2 bars left, so let's see how she performs. No gas, no mixture. Pretty good stuff. Got 2 more batteries waiting for me. I can go pick those up, pop them in right now, and keep on going. So that's my first look at the 36-volt Makita chainsaw. I'd say it did pretty good. We'll continue putting it through its test and report back to let you know how it holds up. Still got to have my Husqvarna though. This is not going to replace that, but hopefully it will get some good use on trees that don't require the extra oomph that I have from my Husky. So I do like the fact we don't have to mess with gas and oil mixture, and the sound, you really don't even need ear protection with this, which is kind of nice. So we will keep on pushing forward. I appreciate you watching, and please feel free to subscribe and look out for some future videos. Take care.